What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a full unboxing and review of the Thrustmaster TCA Yoke Pack Boeing Edition. Now what I was using before, I was using the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS 4 for PlayStation and PC. Now we can go ahead and unbox this. We have 3 flaps on this, which took me a while to figure out, I must admit, but did eventually get that figured out. I thought it was 1 flap, but that's good. It's 3 flaps because that just means their attention to detail is very good. And as you can see, I got that box open here. Once we get that box open, we can go ahead and take a look at the quality of the packaging and what comes inside once I can get that flap open. Alright, so now we have that flap open. I have here we have a quick diagram of all the parts of the ecosystem for the TCA, and then we also have instructions on how to install the spring for our TCA yoke. So now that we've got those out of the way, let's go ahead and open up the inside flap here. That way we can look at what's actually inside the box. So this yoke pack does come with a throttle quadrant and mount, so we're going to be taking a look at that first. As you can see, those are the 2 boxes here on top. So once we get those open, apologies for the bad camera angles that are about to happen here. It's hard to record and unbox something like at this scale. So once I get that out of the box, we'll be talking about those shortly. And then right underneath those, we got our TCA yoke. We'll be talking about that after we get done with the throttles. So we'll be right back from that. Alright, now everybody, we have our throttle quadrant mount here, so it's really easy to open, just a normal 1 flap system. So we're going to go ahead and pull out everything we have in there. We have a nice little toolkit with some slider prevention tools, and then we have our actual mount wrapped in some nice bubble wrap. We have our manual on how to install it, which I will be using once I'm setting this thing up. So very nicely printed out for us. And then here's our actual throttle quadrant. It's nicely wrapped in bubble wrap. We'll be right back to that. But now we're moving on to the quadrant. It's nicely packed in this box within this cardboard enclosement as well, so it's kind of difficult to do it without putting it down. So now we have it removed from the box. Comes with a nice little wire there. There's the actual quadrant, so nicely packaged in plastic. Got our thrust levers right there. Got our flaps lever, which I will be using, and then our speed brake lever, which I will be putting away for later use. I will not be using that for my actual setup, but nice to see that it's included. So there it is. Alright everybody, so here we have the yoke. I'm going to go ahead and remove it from this packaging. I'll be right back. Alright, so here it is. It's fully unpackaged, still in its plastic cover though. We have nice wires, spring, and a phone stand. And then we also have our manual that comes with it that gives the entire yoke system with the quadrant. Now here we have our plastic cover. It's going to be difficult to take off while recording. I'll be right back, but it already looks really heavy on controls. I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are. We got our fully unpackaged Boeing yoke. It's not very stable right now because it's not mounted, but feels very heavy on the controls just without it already modded. There's the nice little thrust levers, buttons, have our trim switches, little button, and some hat switches. We got more trim switches, another button. Got the hat switches there. On this part, we got the phone stand. We got a gear lever, which has 2 positions, up and down. It looks like a little switch. And then back here, we got our mounting system, which is very sturdy. And then here it is. Alright everyone, so I have the yoke mounted here using these mounting brackets. It's nicely attached, as you can see, very sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. So now we're going to go ahead and install our phone mount, phone/iPad mount. Just put it in there, just push it in, and it should be good. It's got that nice rubber pad. It's not going to prevent it. It's not going to move anywhere. We also have our throttle quadrant mounted, as you can see there on the side. Not only that, we have our spring here. We're going to go ahead and install that into our pendular system for the yoke. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now we have that yoke cover removed. As you can see, it's fully metal inside of this yoke. It is insane, the build quality of this thing. But we're going to go ahead and install that spring into that one missing bracket right there. And I'll catch you when I have made the modification using these pliers. Alright everyone, so that screw is now nicely in there. And here's the completed setup. It's very nicely done. I have my Thrustmaster T-Flight pedals down there, and got the wires for everything connected. Alright everyone, we are here on the ground at Houston Hobby in X-Plane 12 aboard our channel livery here for the Yotani 1000 channel. We're going to be making our, we're just going to be making a quick little loop around the airport in a quick left-hand pattern. So let's go flaps 5. Flaps 5 set. So we'll wait for that to go out. Alright, flaps 5 is going to be set now. So we'll go ahead. 40%. Release the brakes. Set takeoff thrust. Check.
Positive read.
You're up.
$400. 1,000.
Alright. Just go hit the throttle. Just get our left hand turn.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Should not be this high, that's what I'm saying. And we'll go to auto brakes 3. Speed brakes. I want to bring it back down to 1500 here. Back down to our speed that we want. We're gonna go and set. Oh jeez. We'll put gear to off. Go flaps 10. That's gonna help.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
We're overshooting the airport a bit, so we're gonna tighten up our turn. There's the airport. Go. Flaps. 30. Just gotta get it landing. As we're finally aligned with the runway here, we're gonna go ahead and come in for our final approach here. First landing using the TCA Yoke Boeing edition. We're a little high, so we're just gonna drop down, cut some power, drop that nose down a bit. Rest that descent rate. Not that much more. Just pull up a bit. A little fast. Start the throttle. Flare it. Lean onto the accessories. And touchdown. Deployed.
80 knots.
Sun. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the ground again at Houston. I'm going to go ahead and park it up here at the FBO to our left side, and then I'll go ahead and give you my final comments on this aircraft. Sorry, just Yoke, not the aircraft. The Yoke. Alright, parking brake is set. Alright, so here are my current opinions about this Yoke. I feel it is a great purchase. We're just going to start with the Yoke. I think it's a great purchase if you're looking to improve your flight sim experience from basically what I was on. I was on a beginner HOTAS system. Very cheap, very plasticky. But now I got this guy. This guy is great for flying airliners like the 737. You can see it has the full range of travel that you'd get on normal 737. It's got that pendular feel. I really like it. It feels great in the hand. It's nice and heavy. Even with that additional spring that I did add, it is quite nice. And then we also have the quadrant here. Now, the quadrant, I wish it did come with one other axis here, so I could put a split speed brake lever, like what they've basically done with the Airbus version, but I feel this is great. Has a nice feel to it. It's nice and small, fits in your hand really nicely. So, toggle buttons, disconnect, etc. So, yeah. And then you also have your nice little reversers here. I do have one thing to say about these, but these are just buttons. These aren't like proper axes, so you can only hold it at full reverse thrust if you're on exploit. And not sure about other, but as you can see, it does just put it on maximum reverse. And then I have a flap lever here. Just move it. There's no detents, so you have to basically guess where everything goes. But it's quite nice to have something like this. And you also have your selector knob, with actually works as a button too. You also basically choose your what you're editing with the selector knob. You can, with these buttons here, you can program VNav, LNav. If you want, you can put engine shutdown for these two or something, whatever you want to do. It's very nice and customizable. I'd say it's a great option for those who are looking to upgrade their flight sim experience. But yeah, it's a great option. The link's going to be down in the description if you'd like to buy it from Thrustmaster. But otherwise, there's nothing else here today. I'd like to thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in to this video, and I'll see you in the next one. And until then, happy landings. See ya!